Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. We are continuing with our blind playthrough of Blueprints into day 61. It's an exciting day. It's an exciting day. Imagine I'm saying that with underlines underneath it. I believe that this will be an exciting day, as many of our recent days have been, but an exciting day for a very particular reason. So let me tell you, I actually thought that I might, oh hey, I got 20 steps from the sauna. Interesting. 90 steps for today. I don't know why I moved the camera up as if it's going to look at the steps up in the corner there. That's really cool, though no changes that I can see from having ended the day in the shrine. Okay, fair enough. Let's grab our allowance and let me tell you guys what I have been up to. I actually thought I would spend longer before I re-recorded again. I thought, like, I'm going to spend a bit more time. So in the last episode, we found the safe house, we found a metro station, we found a whole bunch of really interesting, exciting information. So I thought that I was going to go off and spend a longer amount of time with this information. I'm still going to be doing that. I didn't expect that I was going to be so keen to immediately come back and, I mean, I'm always keen to come and record another episode, but the reason I am so keen to come back and record is because I want to try something that I have figured out. So, that I think I have figured out anyway. So that's the reason. I thought I would probably want to, spend a bit more time with these things, with all of these clues, with all of these clues, with, this new knowledge to be, to get a few more things together. But no, I think I have something exciting. So the main thing that has been so exciting for me, I was literally looking at this stuff on my phone, like in my notebook a little bit before bed, and then I went to bed and was kind of like going over things and making connections and stuff using the photos on my phone to get to this. So this is where I had what for me was a momentous realization. I'm gonna head us out here. Oh, my books. Oh, hang on. Let's open our parcel. Sleeping mask and brass compass. Okay. Sleeping mask is great. Though I do have 90 steps for today, but I'm sure it's still welcome. Nice. And compass is nice as well. You're very welcome, compass. You're not my favorite item, but every little bit helps. And sometimes I also need some sort of sacrificial objects if, say, lost and found is going to come up, or I use trading posts. So there's also that. Oh no, I'm sorry, compass. I'm sorry. You're sort of a B tier object. Okay, so let me tell you. Let's look at Mount Holly. Let's look at good old Mount Holly while I go over this. So this is how this went down for me. Obviously, one of the most exciting things for me yesterday was to get that map of the metro stops. This is exciting for so many reasons. Overall, I have to say, I don't know how any of this is going to be used. I don't really know. I kind of think we might get to go through the metro and that we have to find our way there, maybe, to different places. I don't know. I've had this idea that we might be able to open one of the gates, the gate to the outside over there, and actually walk to Mount Reddington to the mainway station, because I can see it when we picked up the throne room, when we opened up the door in Blackbridge Grotto. I felt like that's something that we'll do. And, Alzara sure has given me the impression that I'm going to be going places. So I sort of have this roughly in my mind, but I don't really know. So I've been looking a lot at this station map, and one of the first things, of course, that I noticed and that bugged me about it in the best possible way is that all of the station names have numbers associated with them, and they're there was very little rhyme or reason to the placement of those numbers as far as I could tell. In the actual list, which of course is very interestingly, the list of station names is split between major stops and minor stops, which is all of the hints and stuff that we've been given from a new clue, major, minor, what the hell, what's what. So that was just interesting in a lovely glowing golden way to me. But I was like, what's going on with these numbers? So the first thing I was interested in trying is, well, what happens if I put these stations in order? If I actually move, swap the list of station names around, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, even still split between major and minor, but either way. And then what if I do something like, could this be a sequence, as we've seen in other puzzles? Could this be a letter sequence and it'll spell something out? If I say, take the first letter of the station name. I tried that. It didn't work. It was interesting to see, but it didn't go anywhere. So then I went, well, how about... All right, so, a new clue, and particularly this code that I need to use in the books. This has been the one of the biggest, just maddening puzzles for me in this game. In a very positive way, in a fun way. But I have felt so stuck with this for so long. I've tried so many things. Anyway. One of the ideas that I have had about that X to, we see X to Y to Z to A to B to C. One of the ideas that I had about that at various points was, well, is this just telling me that, when you have the letter X, you should change it to Y. When you have the letter Y, you should change it to Z, Z to A, etc. I tried that with the major stops thing. That didn't work out either. So I was kind of like, okay, it doesn't seem like it's spelling something. So I moved on. I looked at the numbers and thought, are there patterns here? And I did see that actually, for the most part, the numbers, the order of those stations, they're mostly in order from top to bottom. There's actually just a few that are out of order. So I thought, aha, and some of them seem to be coupled. I don't know, that didn't really go anywhere, but it's actually only a few of them. So there's actually just 4, if there's just 4 station names that are out of order, like 8, 9, 6, and 4, which is Royal Station, Mainway Station, Lumberfield, and Ruffington. This is, again, a thing I've noticed, but I don't know what it means. That's the end of that particular story. But I'm just letting you know the sequence of realizations that I've sort of had here. Then I went back to a new clue basics, and I was like, okay, let's go back to this major thing where they tell us that, this is the first, without even knowing it, this was one of the first Eurasian translations I was ever given, that jaw means name. We know this now, but we now also know that ma means small. So major, which they, kind of show us in a new clue split down the middle, translates to small name. Again, I still don't know what this refers to specifically, but I did think, well, small name, actually the name that ended up being of interest in the immediate for me was Bo Lee, and Bo Lee is the shortest name. Is that what it means? It means the shortest name? And then I looked back at that suspect list at Bo Lee, and I hadn't remembered this bit of information in a while. I remembered it was one of because some of them are children age. Bo Lee is age 16. And then I thought, I was trying to think, can I relate this to the stations? This might be nothing, but I thought, well, the one that's sort of a little bit close maybe is borderline, Bo Lee, borderline line. It's it's a stretch, but this is where I'm at, right? And borderline is stop 16. Again, I don't know if that's anything, but it's just something I've noticed. Okay, so this is the sequence of events that I went through. But these are just sort of things of interest. They haven't actually confirmed anything for me yet or taken me anywhere. Then what I did is, I started just drawing out for myself the metro map. And I went back to the signs that are in a new clue. You know, like obviously I know super important. The book is like, you know, have you noticed the signs? Have you noticed the signs? You crazy fool, have you noticed the signs? And I'm like, yes, I've noticed the signs. I know you're telling me to notice the signs, but I don't know what to do with them. That's kind of the mental, state that I've been in for quite a while. So I've tried interpreting those signs in so many ways, and have at least for a long time since I originally thought about this, thought they seem to be direction, like are these directions we're going to have to follow in some way, etc. Anyway, so, but then I've been over these so much that I basically know them off by heart by now. So I was able to notice, well, hang on, it says, the signs are all about departing from Route 8, if you read them in a directional sense. This station that we were at yesterday in the last day is Station 8. That is the first station. That is the station of departure, at least according to this map. So I thought, like I had always thought that these signs would relate to the metro map. So this is not a new thing for me. It's just I didn't know how. I just thought maybe we find ourselves there and it becomes apparent, like maybe there's things that are written there and you're like, you can make the connections. Anyway, so now I find this is the key piece of information, is finally having these numbers on the map. We've had a partial metro map before, but it had no numbers on it. Finally, we have numbers. We can do something with numbers, right? So I started applying the directions from the A New Clue signs to this map, and it works out very well because you depart from Route 8, depart, keep left to Tanner Fork. Okay, so I follow the metro map around, so that we're taking like the wide route all the way around until we get to stop 10, which is Tanner Fork. Then the next sign is just a right turn arrow, which I assume means turn right towards. And then then there's dead end. And thankfully there is, dead end station. So if you go from Tanner Fork and then you turn sort of right and then you swing yourself around to dead end, to me, that seems to be the trajectory in question. And then after that, it says record each stop along the way, if you interpret in this way. And so I went, okay, well now I have an actual, not only do I have a metro map with numbers, I have a specific sequence of numbers here. So let me record them. And that resulted in 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. Now I'm sitting here thinking, what do I do with these numbers then? What's going on with the sequence of numbers? And I can't explain it, but it didn't take me long to go, hang on, because I had actually written it out this way. I had gone 8, arrow, to 7, arrow, to 3, arrow. So that made my brain click. X to Y to Z to A to B to C. People, this was huge for me. I didn't know if I was onto something, but I felt I may be onto something with this. This was a golden moment for me, because with this freaking XYZ ABC thing, I have been stumped for so long. And the only thing I really knew is that ultimately I need to translate these to numbers, because they need to correspond to page numbers and word numbers in these books. I've tried every other, like just the basics of their corresponding numbers in the alphabet, and +1, or is X 1 and Y is 2, nothing has worked out. So I'm like, somewhere there is a code to these letters to translate them into numbers. There must be a key. There must be a key somewhere, right? And finally, I felt that with these metro stops, I have been given the key I finally need. I know how to use the signs. And finally, this is the key. So in this excited moment, of course, I very excitedly went back to the 4 books that A New Clue points you towards, and with X equaling 8, Y 7, Z 3, A 10, B 1, and C 13, I found the pages and the words that I believe are the the solution, like where this code points you to. The moment, I will tell you, the moment that I got to the one in A New Clue, I knew it was right, because the one in A New Clue is on page 1. As soon as I saw that it was going to be page 1, I knew. I didn't even need to know what the word number was. I knew, because that one, so I believe, all right, here's where, let me explain this one first. Because I have been suspicious of that word for a long time. The word is Sundial. I was always, as soon as I saw Sundial publishing in that book, I felt this is going to relate. This is going to be used somehow, and it's going to relate to that very suspicious Sundial in the orchard, in the apple orchard. So when I saw that, I was like, this is correct. This is correct. And indeed, it was pointing to Sundial in Sundial Publishing. I felt so sure that this is all correct, and that this relates to that Sundial. The rest of the words came to turn, scorched, Sundial base. That all sounds right, because the first word being a verb like turn sounds correct. If I'm going to have a 4-letter code, it's going to tell me something to do, right? So that makes sense. But the one that gave me trouble and that I'm actually still not sure about is scorched. And I went over and over it. This is the word that you find in Realm and Rune. I went over and over trying to think, have I made a mistake here? And maybe I have made a mistake. So with all of this explanation out of the way, let us take a walk. Let's actually do a bit of a jog over to the Sundial, because this is the thing I need to test out right now. Like, what, I don't know what scorched means. I have, the first thing I thought is, does it mean the part of the sundial that's like mostly exposed to the sun, or does it mean that I need to like bring burning glass here or something like that and actually use fire? I don't know. So this one I'm still kind of unsure of. So it talks about the base. Could it mean the one that has no shadow on it? So I feel like kind of like super triumphant right now, that I feel I'm mostly there, but I don't know if I have this word correct, and I sure do not know how to interpret it. So I am just gonna click everywhere I can on this base. In fact, now that I look at it, it's not completely even, is it? Like, this here is split into 2, and this one here is split into 2. Yeah. I genuinely, like, and this one too. I feel like I've come so far with this. Okay. But the thing is, like, I could have sat there with my notebook going over this and over this, in the same way. And, but it, obviously what I really needed to do was just come back and try things. Like, base of sundial. Do you mean this base? Do you mean this base? Do you mean the shadow? It is a sundial after all, right? Do you mean... the part that is like permanently exposed to the sun because the sun doesn't move? Man, I tell you what, I feel a complicated series of emotions here. What else could it be? I feel like I've come so far. And it's also the fact that the verb is turn. Like, how can I turn something? Oh, that's just me pressing different buttons. I wonder if this music is playing because it's like, she's near the sundial, it's happening, and yet it's not happening. I mean, it's possible that there's still, like, it's possible that I'm wrong, and I'm just wrong in enough of a way that, you know, I'm not going to be able to do this. It's possible that actually I need some more information I don't have yet. Like, how could anything here be turned? You know, I mean, this thing here, but it also says base. It says turn scorched sundial base. I mean, this is the only sundial I know. And it's hella suspicious. You know, look, the path goes right here. Do you mean... I mean, I suppose looking at it, right? I mean, that's not a sundial, that's a fountain. You know, is it going to open this little gate here so we can go through? I don't know, like, what else I can try here. Like, besides just clicking. Everything. I feel like I have clicked everything at this stage. But how I would turn it? How would I turn it? Is it something aside from clicking? Like, do you want me to go around the sundial? I mean, this doesn't seem unthinkable to me. Like, it's kind of a cool idea for solving a puzzle that you wouldn't do unless you sort of knew, you know? Maybe it's this way. Maybe I don't need to rotate around it. Or, you know, like revolve. Revolve while I'm rotating. I mean, it does say base, but maybe it means like this top base. That just seems... I don't know, that seems crazy. But then again, here I am just clicking thousands of times on this sundial. Man... So what's my next move if I can't figure this out? Because like I said, I don't know. Am I lacking information? Am I lacking some other bit of knowledge? Do I have something wrong? This is like when I got the study save code and I was like, yes, let's go there right now and do this. Here's the other question. I mean, do the shadows actually shift over time? So is this a matter of doing it at a certain time? To be honest, I didn't think so, because time moves pretty quickly in this game and I can't see any movement here whatsoever. I don't know. I thought I might be able to make this happen right now. This is mad. But then again, everything I do in this game, everything I try in this game is mad. But this feels... everything except Scorch feels correct to me. I even, like, I went back to footage of getting Realm and Rune to make sure that I had actually correctly taken the pages, you know? Like I wasn't missing a page or anything like that. And yeah, you know, as far as I can tell, I've been over and over it. It's the correct number. But I even considered, like, what if for whatever reason this number is not correct? Like, what if I have the wrong page or the wrong word? And yeah, like I tried like that same word number on different pages, and I actually think one of them delivered a similar word. You know, it was like heat or something like that. So it just doesn't. Even the music is giving up on me at this stage. It's like, she got nothing. Does she have it? Does she have... she got nothing. Could this be interpreted in some other way? This is not moving. This is not moving. This is a what is this called? Like a steam pot or a smoke pot, or it's not a sundial. It's not a sundial. You know, do you have a role in this? You are not a sundial. I have always wondered, am I going to go up here? Because this is such a, you know, it's like, why wouldn't this just all be rock if this wasn't accessible at some point? Could this be what we get access to? To me, this seems highly likely. Highly likely. Interesting, I can go this far, but not further. Well, I guess maybe, as crazy as it is, maybe the next thing I try is to bring Torch back here. I can't, I don't know, I just have to try. I just have to try some more, like, mad things. Like, how else could... By scorch, does it mean, like, this thing that sort of looks like a sun, you know? Kind of. I just don't know. Do you mean like the darkest part of the base? But I have clicked, at this stage, I have clicked on everything, I think. Like, I don't know what else there is, and I don't know how I could turn something. Like this little black bit here. This is like, it feels like this is Mary's main message to us, basically. Oh, man. Alright. I feel like I'm gonna go in here. I can't see anything else. Yeah, and this has not moved. This does not move. Okay. Well, appropriately in the apple orchard, I'm a bit stumped. I think, like, you know, as always, my technique in this game is if I get like that stuck, I just have to walk away and try some other things to get some more information. As insane as it is, like, I will try bringing a burning glass there or a torch. We've even seen this open, you know, in one of Alzara's predictions. How I get you open? Maybe with radiation. That's one of the things I'm wondering, is if I get the radiation up, will the gates open? Alright, okay, let's get on with the game. Let's go on. So, there are other mysteries. There are other things afoot that have come from these revelations down there. So, one of them is that Mary has asked, I assume Herbert or whoever is working for Herbert, to delete security footage from one of the rooms. I believe the room is the archives. When I looked back at the... Oh, all right, maybe it's the day to try shelter. The thing is, there's still one more thing that I really want to try in Root Cell, actually, besides bringing the jackhammer here, because I'm not super, you know, confident that that's going to do anything. But I actually still feel like, unless I'm forgetting, I still feel like I haven't looked at the small note about the signs with the XYZ ABC in here with the magnifying glass. So I am still keen to do this. I will also say, all right, nevertheless, I think today I'm going to pick shelter, because it's just the next room for me to try. It's just the next room for me to try ending the day in here, and I don't know, to try some other things. And the brilliant thing about having shelter is that we will have access to the, without wasting my remote terminal access on this, I will, hey, and we get a gem, which is nice. I will have access to the terminal. I've been thinking about this again in relation to what we saw. Yeah. So Courtney's letter here is all about, like, her. So last week I had a confidential conversation with one of our mutual acquaintances, shed more light on the mystery of Mary. I believe you were responsible for smuggling my cousin under cover of night across the red border to the southern seafront. Given what we just read in the note Mary left in the safe house, I now feel like this could be a lie. This is a lie that they purposely put out there. Like purposely kind of distributed a rumor, even to family, that Mary was in another country. I don't know. But at the same time, Courtney does go on to say, I believe this may have occurred in September, a full 7 months after she was reported missing. So that would actually work out with the timing after the heist. They had spent 6 months in the safe house. You know, from that letter, the next day they were going to do the heist, which was in September. So maybe, indeed, she did get smuggled across the border after that. That could be it. So it could also be that this is perfectly true. I'm still wondering about this 2 of the crown's 8 rubies, and it also is very curious to me that 2 is written in number and as a number, and 8 is written as a word. Okay. All right. So, it's been a while since I've been here. I wonder if there are other mysteries to be had from shelter. What if I try to get myself a cup of water? Will it open a secret? No. I mean, this picture we see in a new clue. I now know where that other picture that's in the same illustration is associated with safe house. Yep. I don't know. Don't know what else to try in here. But let's at least... So we've got access to the radiation monitor. If we're able to do a lot of successful experiments, this will be cool because we'll be able to check this. What we can do from here is log into the network and do remote terminal access to the lab to get experiments started right now. Let's do it. This is silent, interestingly. Normally, isn't there? There's normally like a sound for logging into the network. Okay, experiment set up. Whenever you draft a shop room, that's tricky because there's not a huge number of shops. And I certainly don't tend to draft a huge amount all of the time. Each time you find trash while digging, sometimes that can happen a lot. But without root cellar to get all of the extra dig spots, that might be really good still. But when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then... This one could also be good. My theory is that I need to get up to 6 successful experiments. It could be 5, because I think it might have been like each successful... I haven't been able to test this except for with one experiment, but I think it was about 2.2, it seemed like it kind of got up. So it could be roughly 6. It could be actually 5, maybe. We need to get up to the 12 sieverts, whatever it is. There are a lot of shops, there are a lot of red rooms, but I don't really tend to draft all of them in one day. This could be a good day, of course, for choosing the red room thing, because we get protection from three red rooms. So I could just like really push that. The loss of steps sucks, but then again, we do have extra steps today, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay. I'm kind of between these two, and to be honest, I think I'll just do the gain 1 star thing because that's that benefits me in the long run anyway. I don't want to lose 10 steps. I don't need gold that much. And yeah, setting your dice to 2, I often have even more die, so I don't want to do that. It's just a bet on red room or trash. Maybe I'm just gonna commit to red room because I might not even find shovel today. Losing the 5 steps sucks, but I don't know, like, let's give it a go. It's a day when we're protected from several of the red room effects anyway. Did I set that up? Yes, I did. Okay. Cool. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. I'm still thinking about these missing letters in the keyboard. That one is, you know... I'm just quietly keeping this in mind, the same way many other things, you know, the same way I'm doing with many other things in this game. The I is missing, as is the 789 on the numpad, and I guess the 0 as well, right? it brings to mind for me, like, yeah, I still haven't, although we found this extra clue on it, I still haven't figured out that I-O-O note that is in the Blackbridge Grotto, but I am thinking on it. I'm trying to turn it around in my head various ways. Oh, and I should also mention, again, although I don't know what it means, I took a look at the metro map that the partial metro map that we're given in a new clue. So I have also realized that map, which I have written down in my notes anyway from way back then, that map also has some extra dots on it. So I've just added those, at least what a new clue gives to me, I've just added those to my own personal, now more complete metro stop map, but I don't know what they are. I don't know what they are, I don't know what they mean. So let us try drafting today, and keep in mind that we're going to try, we're going to try a few things. We're going to try get a lot of red rooms, make that work for us. Oh, one other thing. I was taking a look again at the Blessing of the Monk, and I'm wondering if originally I misunderstood this. If you call it a day in a room in your house, you will have the opportunity to draft that room from the grounds the following day. From the grounds? Like, does it mean not in the mansion? Does it mean in the outer room in the west path? Could I draft rooms from this house out there? I don't know, but I'm very keen to experiment with that at some point. Okay. Also, yeah, using this room, like calling it a day in break room and getting the key card. Fabulous. But again, today I want ideally to try calling it a day in shelter so I can test out that. Okay. I actually think, you know what? Break room. I do, because I'm lacking keys at the moment, so having keys would be good, but we'll likely, like, we often get keys from here anyway. Cool, alright, let's do some math. So, 3 square 9. This one we start with the inner thing, so we're rounding first. So 6 rounded to the nearest 10, 10 squared 100 divided by 10, 10. All right, I'm feeling good with these ones. This one, I know I keep forgetting this, and I should just sort of like write it down really clearly for myself, like write it on the wall right in front of me. I think maybe we do the individual yellows each, not together. Okay, so 1 squared, 1 rounded to the nearest 10, 0. Does this one just come to 0? And then this one would be 3 rounded to 0. No, sorry, 3 squared, 9 rounded to the nearest 10, 10. So is 10 the result of all of those yellow parts there? And then plus 10, 20, and then divided by 10, 2. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Incorrect. So I'm sure that the yellow. Oh, sorry. This is 9. This one was 10, I think, just from memory. Okay. So in that case, let's try doing this together. So, oh, also, silly me, I forgot the actual yellow part of this. I'm so used to this being blue. So this is actually subtraction. So this is actually -1 squared, which comes to 1, and then, so we're back where we started with that, but then rounded, so that actually doesn't change. And I don't know if we're rounding to the nearest or rounding up, so there's a few different unknowns here for me. With this one, this is, well, hang on. If I follow, if I am doing these individually, then I also have a sequence issue, don't I? So if I follow this one through, I think I would say this comes to 0, which would at least eliminate my sequence issue. So then this one would be -3 times -3, 9. But that's exactly where I was anyway, right? To 10. Plus 10, 20. 20 divided by 10, 2. Man, I was feeling really good. I was feeling really good with this. All right, let me try this the other way around. Let's do the both of the yellows together. So this is actually -4. -1 plus -3. -4, this is probably it. -4 squared gets us to 16. 16 up to 20 plus 10, 30. All right, so actually maybe it's 3. Nope. Oh, damn it. I thought I had that one. 9. This was 10, yeah? I'm just literally going to try 4. Yeah, because I thought it's probably going to be one more up, right? All right. At least I feel smart enough that I can actually, like, kind of, like, out-logic the maths there. I was like, look, it's likely that if anything, we're just going up another 10. Cool. So that's nice. I effectively got what I would get from Nook, but with a lot more stress. So that's cool. Could laundry room be interesting to have today? Well, it always could be. The problem is I don't know. I mean, with the amount of money I have, I can't remember if it's the main 3 laundry machines that might be able to, or if I need to power up the other one. Like, one of them would be able to change 47 coins into 47 gems or keys, I'm sure, which is pretty amazing. I do really like the idea of laundry. I might do it. I might just give myself this option today, and let's just see how it works. Let's just see what happened. So if I remind myself, we have gems. Yeah, swap gems with coins. Cool. So I could have 47 gems right now. Or, well, -5, so 42. Keys with gems could be good at some point. Or keys with coins. So that's, especially these two, that's excellent. This one gave a few options, and one of them was stars as well. I can't quite recall. I've got a photo of it somewhere, but yeah. Okay, interesting. We won't be able to use that other. We won't be able to power it up anyway, but the regular laundry is cool. It's nice. I think I'll go this way, because again, drafting from south when, like, one of my side entrances is blocked, I think is not super ideal. And I might just put hallway here to give myself a couple of extra entrances. And let's try this one. I'd actually, given that I have 2 other exits, I'm sort of tempted to put storeroom here, but then it's really closing me in entrance hall. I do have compass, but honestly, I don't even know if compass really works that well all of the time. Like, I would really need a room that will take me north from entrance hall. Otherwise, it's, yeah, not going to be the best. In fact, it would be better to have a dead end from entrance hall and, you know, to put something else more interesting here, but too late now. So that's no good. That's, you know, like, these will all lead me to entrance hall, which doesn't help me. So maybe I just should put storeroom here and just get the better items. Thank you. Thank you. I'm still sort of extra suspicious of storeroom, in part because of this, but in part because of the fact that it's flipped here in the plan, which really I find very suspicious. Hey Swimbird, you're the one major accessible item from the gift shop that I still haven't been able to buy. Alright, so this is tricky for exits. Now that I've got an extra key, we'll open this. Wonderful, got my key back and a gem and a little bit of cash. Okay, parlor then, because I'd still like to hang out for the possibility of putting bedroom in a spot associated with great. Yes, this is one of the spaces where we get the, you might not be able to see it, but the little Mount Holly mark is there down the bottom of the fireplace. All right. The gems are in this box. Could be true, could be false. But it is a gem statement. The blue box is true. The gems are not in this box. Okay, so we've got 2 gem statements to work with. Let's say this one is, let's start with white. The blue box is true. Let's say this is true. If this is true, then this is true and this is a lie. If this is true, the gems are not in this box, which is true. The gems are in this box is false, meaning they're not in this box, meaning that the gems are in the white box. So that's logically, it works out, and it means the gems are here. However, if this box is false, if this statement is false, the blue box is true, then this is false, and this is false, meaning the gems are in this box, and this one is true, which is a logical inconsistent, it's impossible. It's logically impossible. So I am going to guess that the gems are in here. Let's see. Great, okay. As much as I sort of have a lot of confidence and trust myself to a fair degree, I'm legit stressed every time I do that. Legit stressed. Okay, well this might be a spot where corridor is actually great to get us above storeroom. And obviously these are bad exits, so corridor for sure. Cool. Have I technically stepped in? No. Okay, great. Perfect. I actually want to go back here. I didn't want to waste a couple of steps there. Let's just try from here now. Okay. Ooh. So we really need red rooms. So actually, this might be perfect. Yeah. Let's start with dark room. And we're going to be protected from the effects of dark room, interestingly. And I just got a star. So that's already a win. A star is a permanent win. A star is a permanent win. Let's have a little look around for items. Oh, so good. Yes. Yes, thank you. God, darkroom. I so rarely actually light darkroom up to see what the items are in here, but I think I've really only had like, a gem or something like that before. So good. So good. Thank you, darkroom. So in that case, this is a regular room now to draft from. So I only have 2 more ways to be protected from the red rooms via shelter. Oops. So obviously it would be great to be able to specifically use that with like weight room and archives. And by the way, I definitely, I have multiple reasons for wanting to draft archives now, because I believe archives is the room Mary is saying to delete the security footage of. which makes me think there's something important to be found in archives. Though I did think, could it be the key that I found in the laundry and the drawer that I've already opened up in there? That I think the main, maybe that's the thing that's hidden in there because I've already kind of found that. I don't know. But maybe there's something else. If so, if that is the case, if that extra album that I've already found in there via the laundry room key is indeed the thing that Mary was trying to make sure stayed hidden, then I guess that the thing that they would be trying to hide is the relationship between, I think, Clara and this family and the royalty of the Eurasian royalty, which is just interesting. But maybe not. Maybe that's not the thing she's trying to hide in there. So either way, I definitely need archives. I could now, with the key card, just straight up go up to Foundation and try drafting up there to be closer to getting into Antechamber to get the crown, to get into room 46 to get the crown, all of that. But I need to open access to the Antechamber to do that. So, one other thing, that just little things are just occurring to me all over the point. I did go back and double check, and I was right. Teskin is the name that has come up previously, at least in the classroom. So I don't know if the classroom is wrong. I feel like I've come across Teskin in a couple of places, but I could be super wrong about that. It could be that it's only in the classroom and that Teskin is wrong, or somehow multiple places in that museum map, and probably in the actual naming of the museum garden and statue and everything itself, Teskin is spelt wrong as Tiskin. That seems unlikely to me, that a museum would get it wrong 3 times on the same map. So it doesn't, yeah. And then very likely, like it's actual monuments and areas that are named Tiskin. So is his name actually Tiskin and the classroom was an error? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, courtyard is absolutely perfect here. So we'll do that. And it would be great. Okay, no shovel. But this is very welcome because, again, apart from being useful in and of itself, that is part 1 of getting burning glass. Great. God, I love that music that plays in the dark room and a few other places like that. And yeah, like somebody, at least one other person has mentioned that music makes them think of Dark, the German show Dark, which is absolutely my experience as well. So that I was really thrilled with that. At least somebody else thinks the same thing. Kitchen, yeah, kitchen's probably perfect because I am gonna lose more steps from our whole red room thing as well. Yep, kitchen, and it goes in the right direction. Let's do it. Oh, coin! It's a coin from Kitty. Kitty has given us a small contribution. Thank you, Kitty. Oh, that's going to be really good today, later, hopefully. And then the salmon works in conjunction with aquarium, just generally noting. So this will be really cool to come back to later, hopefully, if we do a lot more red rooms. But for now, let's do club sandwich. That'll at least make up for 3, the loss of steps from 3 red rooms. Nice. I'll come back to the rest if I need it. Lovely. There's again so many things to note. One of the other things, of course, is that I'm also really keen to get Power Hammer today, and to go down to the safe house and see if Power Hammer will work anywhere. This might be. Maybe this is a good spot for spare green room. Yeah, I think so. Given that we can go north from courtyard, yep, let's go further north here. That's cool. Ah, Shovel! Sometimes, spare green room, you come through with the goods. You really do. That's excellent. Okay, in that case... is it worth... We've only got dig spots in courtyard so far. Look, I think it's worth just going back. Especially if I can find keys or something. Like, we've got 3, it's pretty good, but it's not everything. Old shoe, that would have been great for my junk experiment if I'd done that. I would have had 2 already. I would have had 3. I would have just done 3 successful experiments if I'd picked that one. Okay, and turnip is great, thank you. Hang on, that's everything? Cool. Alright, well this is good. I've got 3 places to go up. I've got to try and snake my way all the way down here. But, yeah, and I can also go to foundation. So I've got many ways to hopefully go forward, but I know not to take that for granted. And because I've got the key card, I've already used my remote terminal access, so I actually need to manually get security to get the terminal to make security doors more common. But still, feeling good. So since we're here, let's try drafting here. It's not a good spot for either of these, so definitely workshop. And workshop is what I need for my multiple plans for... I see you. 2 coins. Yeah, this is... Oh, so good, sledgehammer. So, I am well on my way to power hammer and to burning glass. Oh, this is good. T, I add it to my list of letters. Excellent. Okay, well, I might as well keep going. But I need some more red rooms. Oh, interesting. Den is a good pick. Utility closet. Utility closet could be good. Then again, well, I don't need utility closet for darkroom. And I have the security pass, so I don't need it for that. It would only be useful for the garage. So let's do den here. Okay. And this at least means I can draft straight into here without needing to walk back. So let's just keep going. Let's get our gem here. Yeah, let's see if we can make it over to the east wing. Yeah, sure. Hang on. If this uses a key, but I don't know if this uses a key, actually... Is it worth using a few steps to go around? Because I've only got 3 keys. Brilliant. Thank you. Excellent. My first redraws. And some more money. I can use that to buy some bananas. Alright, and with that... Oh. Well... It's not a good spot for it, but I do just need the red rooms. But the problem is I don't need to be protected from this room from shelter. So it's a bit of a waste of that. Yeah, it really is. It really is. I'm going to bet on lavatory coming up again, and I think that it's more useful to put... I mean, Rotunda is also... Rotunda's really good for this position. But then Solarium is just good. I'm going to do Solarium because I'd love Treasure Trove to come up again. And I still haven't done Tunnel. So there's that too. I really need Tunnel to come up again. Okay, great. Thank you. Solarium's always been very good to me. Always. Okay, I'm genuinely thinking with 80 steps, but with only 3 keys. I'm actually thinking... I'm thinking of going around, buy some more stuff in the kitchen. Yeah. I think I'd like to try and save the key if possible. It might be that this other room just needs a key anyway, but, you know, if we can pass through here, let's buy the bananas. Let's buy the bananas. Great. I'm probably going to regret this because I'm probably going to pick up, like, the salt shaker at some point, but whatever. It's just a decision. It's a decision we... Oh, damn it. Maybe that's always the case. Maybe if one door is locked, all of the other doors to the same space are locked. Okay. Alright, at least we got the bananas. So... Well, this would be great for keys, but this would be great for possibly everything else. I'm going to do commissary. This would have been 2 shops if I had picked that other experiment option. Oh, there's bananas for sale today. That's unusual. Oh, but there's no tools, just gems and keys. Okay. Well, that's still, that's something. Okay, we'll keep it in mind. It's useful. It's useful. But I won't buy them yet because I could get, like, sale. I could get coupon. I don't know. The tricky thing about this spot is I would really like a north and a south. Oh. But honestly, chapel would help me with my red room thing, right? But then it's not the best use of red. The problem is I'm at risk of denying 2 red rooms that are super useful for the experiments just because I don't save, you know, the cost with shelter. So am I, in fact... I think I'm going to do this. And I don't know, just cross my fingers and hope. If nothing else, like, maybe I can get where I'm going with more redraws, you know? Has this umbrella always been here? This feels entirely new to me. But maybe it's just because this is one of my least drafted hallways. I'm always doing the west wing, not the east wing. What an interesting umbrella. What on earth? I feel like this is new. Fascinated with this room. Okay. I don't know. Let's see what we can make. Oh, damn it. I can buy keys. I can buy keys. All right, let's use it. I actually need the... Damn it, this is so ironic. I'm getting every red room in the wrong... that I want, but just like in the wrong place, in the wrong order. I actually want to be more likely to draw red rooms. Oh, man. I could even put secret passage here and have it lead to a red room. And hope that I get... I actually might do that. Because then hopefully I get like a suite of red rooms to choose from. Yep, let's do it. Don't know if I've ever picked this option before. But today's the day when I want it. Because if I can get like archives or... Oh, so good. God, God, oh, you're giving me the nice ones. Or the nicer ones. Gymnasium isn't really what I want to use my shelter protection on either. But yeah, these are all good. And it does have exits. So this or this are ideal. The problem is if I draft aquarium, is shelter still going to protect me from the effects of it? Which surely its effect is that aquarium is every color of room, and so it doesn't make sense. It seems like it actually won't do anything. So I think I'll do gymnasium. I did ask for a red room. Let's do it, and at least we save the steps. So 2 successful experiments. Only 2. All right, cool. Well, bunk room honestly might be good to dead end this spot. Bunk room might be perfect here. Let's do it. None of the others are going to let me use the spot without using a redraw, so let's get the steps. Ooh, a couple of free keys. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I think the rest is all good. Hey, little guy, how you going? You living life large? Yeah? You better... I do note there's a lot of food in your bowl. Can't say the same for the dogs. You've got visible food. Hey! Hey, cutie face. I mean, you need more than just, like, food and hay. You need companionship as well. You need a little boy who's a friend, who can rearrange this mansion so that the animals are the masters and are super well taken care of. That's what we need. Well, this might actually not be a terrible spot for... No, but I don't want to be protected from this one. Yeah, damn it. Okay. In that case, pantry or office? I'll only lose 1 gem with office, but I'll get the opportunity to spread money in the other rooms. I might do office. I feel like spreading the money could be good. Okay, no other items on the desk as far as I can see. Spread gold now. Thank you. There's a little bit of money right there. Nothing else for us as far as I can see. Okay, I guess we might as well keep going forward. But, I guess if I do... yeah. I guess if I do get the opportunity to dead end... Ooh! This is dangerous, though, when I have such good items that I really want to hold on to. Damn. Oh, but this could be perfect. Shelter will protect me from losing an... Oh, this could be perfect. Shelter is exactly what you want with Lost and Found. Because anytime I enter this, I will not lose a random inventory item, right? Yeah. There we go. Another star. Another successful experiment. 3 so far. Today could be the day. That's wonderful. That'll help when I'm finally able to get observatory. Press X in any room in your house to use, and that floor plan will be removed for a week. I don't know what I want to do that on. What am I missing? Ah, little key. Little key hidden down there. So, Mila statue, picture, and plane. Cool. Okay, great. We are sheltered from Lost and Found. That's exactly how you want this room to operate. Oh, classroom is actually great for the drafting. You may draw... I don't know how many of those rooms I currently have, if any, to be honest. It does use a gem. It does use a gem. Let's do it. Let's go wild. Let's do it. So, classroom number 1. You will at least give me an apple. Thank you. Whoops, getting stuck. All right. Okay. If we must, we must. So I've used up my sheltered red rooms now. Okay. So, I mean, this could work with furnace. Again, we can go back. Like, we'll get a red room. It'll make other red rooms more common. We will also... Yeah, we'll be able to go back and draft from a range of other places, the foundation and corridor. So this could actually sort of work out. And I could even, while we're heading back, like we do get one more redraw, which I could, that was kind of why I drew classroom in the first place, was to get that. But, while we're heading back, I could actually stop over in kitchen and buy the soup, which would get us 20 steps, which is pretty dang good. The pool, I mean, I have opened every locker in locker room. Sauna is always nice. Sauna is always good. And pump room, the pump is currently where I want to keep it, so I don't need to worry too much about that. It only gives us that extra exit up there. And pantry just lets us get around the corner. I'm actually thinking furnace. I'm actually thinking furnace. We'll get the dig spot. Damn it, I would have had so many successful experiments by now if I'd picked that. Okay, keep it in mind for future. We can't get the extra little key that's here. Alright, so let's turn back through... and from here, we can actually buy some keys. We might as well buy some keys in commissary and then down into kitchen. Yep. Let's do that. Okay. I mean, I could even just buy some bananas here as well. So, it would probably be good to buy a set of gems because I'm all the way down to 2 gems. Let's buy set. 1 key for 10 kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. But 1 key could be everything, right? I might buy 1. Okay, now I need a bit of money to buy my red soup, and that's going to be much more worth... That's going to be much better than banana. I think keys is more of an issue than steps. And the other thing is, I do always have laundry if I get really stuck with keys. I could get keys from there. I'm actually really glad I've drafted that. And I've got to keep an eye out for money. I guess I've still got my metal detector, so it'll let me know if you know, money has been spread somewhere. I could wait a little bit longer, but I think we're passing through now. Let's get the soup now, because it'll take steps to get back to kitchen to do this at a later point anyway. Cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I can't do any of my contraptions anyway yet. So from here, dark room, entrance hall. I could draft from corridor or go to foundation. I mean, maybe it's worth... Corridor's going to be unlocked, so it's not going to take a key. That's the good thing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look, let's do it. It's only a few steps away. Ah, money. Great. Money? No money. Money? Money. Excellent. All right, let's try. Cool. Okay. So I'm getting red rooms, which is fantastic. I really hate this cost from Maid's Chamber. Lavatory would just be a straight up dead end. Maid's Chamber would at least let us do a little bit more drafting. So this will be my 5th red room. I've got to say, this bodes very well for my experiment. And if I do get all of the successful experiments, so we're at 5. This is the most I've ever done. And I've also earned myself 5 freaking stars from this. This could be it. This could be the successful, like, experiment day. I'm actually really keen to go and already try in shelter to see where the radiation is at. But I will not. I will keep drafting. Oh, check it out. Getting all my things. So I now will not be protected from weight room. So I really do not want to lose all those steps. I got a really good amount of steps for today. It would give me a lever to get into antechamber, which, you know, like would be really, really good. Nook would give me keys, but again, it would dead end. And this one would not dead end, and it would be my 6th red room. Let's just do this. Let's just do it. I'm excited about. So that is 6 successful experiments. I also get the bedroom steps. A key. That's very nice. So I have 6 successful experiments now. I'm so curious about whether this is enough. Maybe I'll try drafting from here and then turn back and go and check in shelter. Where are my other terminals? Terminal. Yeah, so, okay. Yeah, so I might as well just go back to shelter to check. Mechanarium, that's what I need. Yes. Like this is, I don't think I've even said it today, but it goes without saying, Mechanarium is one of my big things I'm super interested in. This is really tricky. I think getting all of the 8 doors of Mechanarium, which I think will give me the last inner sanctum key, is going to be really difficult because you need to have all of these mechanical rooms in your house. I wonder whether this is even possible. But let's take a look. So, as it stands, I mean, I guess we have these, you know, we have one door open by default, which probably is the Mechanarium itself, I guess. I don't know. We've got our big N up there. And I have 2 doors, which is where I need them, thankfully. Because I have Mechanarium, workshop, aquarium, which now counts as a mechanical room, which is awesome. So that's my 3. What else do I need to make this work? Alright, so in fact, utility closet, boiler room, pump room, damn it, that's the reason for getting pool, isn't it? Security. So there is utility, boiler room, pump room, security. That's 4 I could get there if I get pool. I actually don't think I've drafted laboratory. So laboratory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 more. What else counts? What? Nothing. None of these. So how then can I get up to the 8 that I need? Do I have to have doubles of some rooms? I might need to have room doubles just to even make this work. I mean, it is possible to get, you know, to add, like through the lab experiments, to add aquariums, to add multiple aquariums to your draft pool. There's also a room, I can't even remember which one it is. There's a room that allows you to have multiple, to redraw. It's the Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft second copies of rooms you already have in your house. That's just second copies. But I suppose if I had that, I could do a second copy of like security, second copy of laboratory, that sort of thing. Because other than that, I don't think it's possible to get to the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Nothing else counts as a mechanical room. Huh. Interesting. I guess we can just experiment. We'll see how we go. Okay, well, archives is definitely a room of interest. It's just that... it's just that terrible cost. But you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Now, I don't know what this is going to mean. Because it's... Maybe it's even something like, maybe it's even, you know, there could be another key I need to get. It could be that this is just the thing. This is the thing in question. You know, maybe there's nothing else. It's just this. It could just be the information that's in here. But it could be something else in archives. I mean, there's many, many more drawers to open. And I guess it could even be just something, you know? Something I click on somewhere. This has always been one of the original super mysterious rooms. God, I remember how exciting it was first finding this room. And since then, I've avoided this room so much. Even today, when I have shelter, I still can't escape the steep cost of this room. You know, is it this conspicuous thing here that looks like it has 2 rail tracks drawn on the side of it? Come on, Simon, this is not locked. Just lift up this lid and have a look. What footage would Mary want erased from this room? This is actually, the pictures from this are like some of the earliest photos I have in my giant folder of photos from blueprints on my phone. I looked at this photo again a lot since yesterday because, you know, I guess that the photo we find in the shelter is Philip White and Caleb Manning and Mary, But it just doesn't look like this photo of Manning. It doesn't. It looks more like Simon to me, but I don't know if time-wise that makes any sense, because, you know, Mary is about the age that she was in around, you know, 87-ish, or, you know, the 80s, and Simon disappeared a long time ago. So unless he came back, it doesn't make sense age-wise. So I guess it must be Manning. It's just, it doesn't look a lot like him. It's a bit hard to like get a good look at his face here, but to me they don't really full on look like the same person. But he does look like he could have a pencil moustache and glasses, and his hair parted on the left. So all of that checks out. So this is talking about this event happening, like, is it actually on this day, September 2? It seems to be talking about something. Yeah, today. So September 2, meaning the letter that we saw in Safe House yesterday is from September 1. Breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. They subdued the Royal Guard. Who knows what subdued means? Maybe just kind of threatened them and tied them up or something, and disabled the security system. And we can see on the map where the security system is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we've got it drafted just in case something happens, but yeah, I don't know. And at least now I have by far the most experiments I've ever had in this game. 7. That's crazy. Surely that must be it. More keys, eh? Well, surely this means I haven't successfully triggered the experiment, right? Because it's meant to open all of the doors, right? Like, I shouldn't be seeing locked doors, I would think. Maybe I'm totally wrong about how many successful experiments I need to have. So with that in mind, I'm going to get Chapel. 8. That's 8 successful experiments, and we've just reached 50 stars. We've just reached 50 stars right now. That might be, if nothing else, the biggest win. Meaning, I'm just trying to remember, does that mean I need to draft observatory, or does that mean I need to draft planetarium? Okay. Either way, I guess let's just keep going if we're able to. Let's just see what... It's kind of in the middle of some other options. Maybe I should draft down from archives, but whatever. Let's see. Oh, 5 gems, eh? So that's probably trophy room. Okay. Which would mean we would get 3 gems from this option, actually. Are there other 5 gem rooms? Off the top of my head, I can't recall. But, garage will get me 3 keys, and I could just dead end this spot. That would be fine. That would be fine, actually. Three gems. I'm going to go for the 3 key option, to be honest, because if I do get utility closet, I'd be able to get back into this area out here, and I just think it's been a long time since I've been there. I'd sort of like to have a look, honestly. And yeah, if we do get car keys at some point, we'll have something waiting for us in here. Nice one. Alright. Interesting. Okay, well, we might as well keep drafting up, I suppose, and then we don't need to go We don't need to go under to get to foundation. At least I've got more keys now. Oh, observatory. Well, maybe this is fine, actually. We don't need to connect to foundation at the bottom. There are other ways into foundation. There are actually still 3 more ways into foundation. So let's do observatory because I'm very, very curious. And in fact, we're now at 51 freaking stars. I was hoping for treasure. Oh! Telescope, of course. Hang on. Should we do this first and then telescope? So what's this? The inkwell. You may spend stars to draw new floor plans. Huh. Oh, that's extremely interesting. One coin, because it's 50 plus 1. Ah, so I can sort of keep spending stars. That's just going to give me, this is, because I'm not going to get double this ability. So the telescope is only getting me the 1 more coin. Okay. All right. That's extremely interesting. I guess then you could use this ability to do some sort of like, some kind of special redrafting if you wanted to, and then just keep rebuilding up the stars again to get to 50 again. Huh. Interesting. I've now got 8 successful experiments. This is so much more than I've ever had. It's crazy. I mean, I could do this. This would be devastating to my steps. On top of the fact that I would also be losing 5 more steps for the Red Room experiment. Here's my star. I could redraw the floor plans if I wanted. I do not, but I could bet on this though. I could bet on this because I could hope to get dining room to help me with steps. I'm gonna do it. I guess if we're riding this horse, let's ride it all the way, right? And we will have the lever from here, so we could potentially get south access into antechamber. Yeah. But I am really What I'm thinking is, yeah, like it feels like it's kind of impossible on a day like this to get everything I need for Mechanarium. What I would actually love is to pick up the wrench, whatever it's called, because then I could. No, but I would have to do it at the point of drafting. Yeah, because I'd love to make Mechanarium like super common now. Okay, I guess my only hope would be to do it in conservatory. Okay, let's keep going. Key, go for it. Boiler room, that'll be another door open in Mechanarium. That's actually so perfect. That's so perfect. That gets us into antechamber. It gets us into foundation. That's great. It does mean that I would have to open, I would have to be able to open the east antechamber lever to draft in the east corner, but yeah, which actually sort of sucks, but because I would If I'm going to have any hope at opening Mechanarium, I really need all of those drafting spaces. But it's otherwise good in every other way, isn't it? Is it worth the risk of a redraw? Like, what would I even be hoping for here? I guess another 4. Yeah. I guess the question I also have to ask myself is, why do I really need to get into room 46 today? To get the crown, but the crown is actually only for removing red rooms, mostly. And today is a day I am purposely getting red rooms. So maybe it doesn't really matter. What I want Boiler Room for, though, is as a mechanical room. But I am concerned that it will be too hard to draft from antechamber. Because I would need to get the secret garden key and draft the secret garden in the West Wing pretty quick smart for that to work out. You know what? Whatever. I'm going to go for it. Let's just see. Okay. Okay, for this one, I think... Okay, alright. I got a couple of options. I could get Armory to get Torch to try my weird idea of taking Torch out to the Sundial. God knows why. God knows what that... It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, but I got to try it. Alternatively, I could get Rook to do more redrafting in corners. I might do the corner redrafting. I don't know. Let's just make a decision. let's just do something. Okay, so to be able to get into antechamber anyway, I would need to open this. There's no dig spots here today. Okay. But maybe I will not do that just yet. I really need to get dining room as well. Let's hope we get some turnips here. Hey! Brilliant. So good. More turnip. Coin. That's it. That's it. Just the 2. Okay. Alright. So, obviously I can go straight down and open up. I could even get another gem down there. We can open up North Lever, get our gem. It's a bit time consuming, but I do only have 2 gems. What I might do is just try drafting from here. I might regret this. Let's use the key. Oh, security. Absolutely perfect. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to be a bit more gem hungry now. But... you know. It's been such a long time since I've looked at this. Now that we've seen, you know, like the break room. Is the break room billboard? Yeah, I'm just kind of taking a look at this again. Memories. I mean, it's a bit late in the day to be doing this, but... So, there's 14 coins about the place, but nothing else. Oop! No, that's not what I want. So let's adjust the keycard system, as always. High, please. Offline mode to unlocked. And then let's go into the network. Can I access shelter now I can, great. So we can check on our radiation for the first time ever since only being able to do this from one experiment. If the reading is 12 or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. Look at that. We should be, I'm so, you have to actually, oh no, you have to actually, I understand now. You have to actually come to the, I thought it would just happen. Obviously. You have to come to the terminal to do this. So all doors now are unlocked. Interesting. And we've actually gone way above. We've gone way above. Safety Protocol 5, 13.351. We are all the way at 28. It's interesting that it doesn't let me see that very often, for very long before shifting. I'm going to do this one more time. Okay, that's kind of just so I can get a photo of it. So, in that case, 9 experiments got me to 28. That's wild. So, this is extremely, extremely useful information. Extremely useful to understand properly how this works now. Finally. Okay, hopefully I'm not going to need any of my keys now. Possibly I don't even need it for trunks because I got the sledgehammer. All right, so with all doors unlocked, it'll be interesting to see what this actually means. It does not mean the antechamber doors. Fair enough. I mean, it does say, if I look at it one more time, just to make sure. Log into network. Remote terminal access. I just want to see if it says like normal doors. A measure of radiation levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. These readings are often spiked by the experiments conducted in Mount Holly's lab. Emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. It just says all doors in the house. So it could just be as simple as that. It's just regular doors within the mansion itself will unlock. I thought it was constantly reading, but no, you have to actually take the measurement. Okay, I finally understand. But that means I either need to draft shelter at the beginning of the day or I need to use my remote terminal access for that to work. So it's really, really good to have that. It's really, really good to have that, knowledge. So now that's another option for me. And even, just opening all of the doors in the house is an incredible ability. All right, this is our corner. Well, I don't need to do any more red door. I don't need to do any more red rooms. We can let go of that one. Unfortunately, we've got the archive cost now. I got 3 different methods for redrawing. So, wouldn't it be amazing if it included safes? If it was like a safe door also unlocks. And I could go into wine cellar and it's like, here's that safe you always thought was in here and now it's open. Yeah, one cellar would be a dead end on this spot, and I wouldn't be able to get to the other parts. I don't know. So let's redraw. Let's redraw. Oh, many dead ends. Great. And mystery room. I could go attic to try and get the other things I need for power hammer or burning glass. I actually don't have the gems for that, so that's the problem with what I'm doing. Conservatory. I could bet on conservatory and then be able to draft beyond here. I could get lab, actually, to get... Damn. I could get lab so that I'm getting another thing for the Mechanarium, even though I don't think it's possible today. But I'm just sort of curious to try opening as many as possible. Because even if I just start getting some of the corner rooms open, there might be things in the corner rooms, right? Could be another... I'm guessing the Mechanarium will probably have a found floor plan in it. That you know, like the Chamber of Mirrors did. I hate passing up conservatory. I don't think I've ever done it, but I'm going to do lab today. And that means I have 0 gems now. I do have ways to buy gems, but they are a bit far away from where I am, from where I am rather. I don't think there's anything around about the place. So it's a risk drafting further at this stage. I really only have these 2 spots here that are possible and these 2 spots here that are possible, unless I manage to get Secret Garden, which requires getting the Secret Garden key. So there's, yeah, this seems like it's not going to be very possible. And I don't have that many steps to play with. So if I were, say, to go into Foundation, I can get a gem down there. And then I could pop back into Entrance Hall. I could change my money into gems. I could go and buy gems, but I might as well just do this, right? That's right near the entrance hall. Oh, hang on. Have all of the doors in the Mechanarium opened now because of the successful experiment? What on earth? Why didn't I think of that? It says doors. So surely this counts. Surely this counts. Okay. In that case, I am going down Foundation. We are going to do those things I just said. It's not amazing for steps, but I think it'll work out. I think it'll work out. There's still the possibility I could get dining room, but again, I've got to go back and forth a fair bit to get dining room. Yeah. So anyway, let's just do this. Let's go and get our single gem from over here. It's a bit convoluted. Is it worth even going to the safe house as it is? I don't know if an item is going to appear in there. It doesn't really seem like an itemy room, right? But I don't know. I've only been in there once. I don't know. So we'll do this. We'll open North Lever just in case. Because, here's the thing, like, oh, this is what's going to be sort of, like, wow. So even with the possibility of amazing things happening today, you know, trying to make a seat, like, if some good things happen, can I make other good things happen? Here's where I'm going. My thinking has been that if I get all of the inner sanctum doors open, all of those lights in room 46 on the fireplace will light up and we might get access into that room. If I can get in here with the inner sanctum key that I think I will find in Mechanarium, I'm hoping I will find in Mechanarium, then we can finish opening the inner sanctum doors. And if I can then manage to get in, I already need to do this. Yes. If I can manage to get into room 46, I can see. That's many maybes. But it seems possible to me. Is it this one? Maybe. I've forgotten if it's this one or the next. That's fine. It doesn't take any steps to check. So that's the thing that's great about this. Run, Simon, run! We could have some really good things waiting for us. Hang on. Damn it, man. This is the real problem with running. Why do I keep doing this? I even know where I'm going. There it is. It's so missable. I love that there's a different... You know, it's the sound of running on like a metal... Here we go. It's the sound of running on like a metal grating. It's great. All right. Okay. This is a lot of work for one gem, but, you know, it could make all the difference. Whee! It's so satisfying every time. But here's the thing. How to get here now? How to get here? If it's even possible. But surely it is, because look at that little door over there. How to get here? Because I now know that it's not through the boat. You know, unless we can manage to get actually moving along the station. Okay. It's a worry for later. It's one of the many it's one of the many ongoing mysteries, but there are so many to deal with, so let's just keep dealing with what we're able to do. Guys, we have come so far. I'm so satisfied. I am so satisfied. Not as in done, but I'm just so satisfied with all of the blessings of this game so far, you know? So beyond ridiculously beyond satisfied. I adore this game. Blueprints is definitely, I've heard, you know, a few people say Blueprints is their game of the year. Blueprints is far beyond my game of the year. Blueprints is one of my all-time favorite games. There's just absolutely no doubt about that. This game, I've never played anything like it, and it has so captured my heart and my soul in so many different ways. Yeah, that's a fountain. I'm thinking, like, is there a different sundial somewhere? Is there a different sundial? Okay, so I don't need to go into shelter, but if I go into laundry room, I can change my money into gems. But let me just have a think. There's nothing else to buy in kitchen, but I could buy more bananas in commissary. Here's the question. How many bananas can I buy in commissary? Is it literally worth the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I don't think it's worth it. I don't know how many bananas are on sale there, but it would need to be a lot to make that trek worthwhile. And even then it would only be a little bit worthwhile, right? So I think Yeah, and we've bought everything else in kitchen. I think I really don't have many bedrooms is the other thing. Yeah, I think let's just do laundry room. We'll get the gems. So swap all of your gems with all of your coins. I'll have 1 coin after this. Here's the thing, I don't need these keys, but I only have 2. So I was thinking I could swap key. No, all right. We'll just do this. Gems ahoy. So at least I won't have to worry about gem. I don't have to worry about keys in drafting, and now I will not have to worry about gems for the final bits of drafting that I can do. I'd love to be able to get... Can't believe how much I haven't been able to find this gold that's spread throughout the estate so far. But anyway, that's fine. So let's go and see about freaking Mechanarium. I'm so excited. This could be it. This could be how it works out. I have never been in this state before with all of the doors open. I can't believe none of these rooms I've walked through have had coins. Absolutely none of them. Huh? Shouldn't... Oh man, is this only at the point of drafting? Oh, damn it, it is. Can reveal up to 8 different doors depending on the parameters at the time of creation. Blast, of course. Okay. Noted. I needed this. Okay. I needed this to remember how this works. Okay, so Mechanarium has to be... We have to draft Mechanarium at the end of some kind of incredible day where we somehow manage to get 8 mechanical rooms, which might have to happen through even using the experiment to get more aquariums, to get more electric eel aquariums. That might have to be it. That might have to be it. And then if I do have trouble with opening them, you know, if they're locked or something, the experiments might help me with that as well. Okay, understood. Since we're here, okay. Dining room and study. Yep. Obviously study would be wonderful with, yeah, oh, damn, study would be really good to get. Study would be really good to get with that capacity, with the number of gems I have, because what I could do with my final drafting possibilities are try and get some interesting rooms like Treasure Trove. But I'm not going to be able to do any of it without getting more steps. So I think I have to do dining room, and it is a gift to get dining room right now. And then maybe hope to get study again with my other redrafting possibilities. Yeah, 9 steps. If I were to put study here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It would take me 8 just to even get back to foundation. So it's pointless. It's pointless, I think. We have to do dining room. Thank you. And I do get all of the extra steps from having aquarium, which is great. Wonderful. We get 30 from that, and then a bunch from this as well. Another 10. Great. Great. Look at this lovely... Look at this lovely window set up here for dining room. I do think maybe I've never had this before. All right, so now let's see what we can get from here. Keys are not a worry. Gems are not a worry. Oh, okay. Well, is it an idea to get boudoir just to get the extra redraws? I know I have other redraw possibilities, but like, obviously I would love to not have to use too many of my stars if I can help it. And getting these extra 2, after this I'm only going to have maybe 2 more possibilities anyway, though, to be honest. You know what? Whatever. I don't know. It would be nice to be able to get something good, like... Oh, I just got even more steps. Did I? But I was already on rank 5. Oh, maybe you don't get the steps from the Joya thing until you actually again walk into rank 5. I see. Okay. Another thing, another lesson. Okay. It sucks that I've got the resilience of the rook and there's most likely 2 corners I will not be able to reach. At least 1, but most likely 2. Okay. And 1 that was already used anyway. So it's only been useful for this. And in the end, it didn't end up counting for anything because I didn't quite realize how Mechanarium worked. It's taken me a long time. All right, but okay. I'm on my way. I think I can be much more strategic now with this, that I understand what's necessary to make Mechanarium work. Okay. So let's just head back up. I can't make Power Hammer as it is, unfortunately. I'm just thinking, are there any other possibilities in any of the other rooms for me? But I don't think so. All right. I don't know what to do with archives. I just thought it would be good to get it, you know, just in case. Weight room, boiler room. Got it. I was just thinking I could go in there and pick up the basement key, but there's nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Okay, so really just kind of pinning some hopes on doing something interesting here. All right, freezer. I do have furnace, but it's not powered up furnace, and so all right, utility closet. I don't need it because I know it doesn't work for me, and I've got this gosh darned archive floor plan stopping me from understanding what else is available to me. Let's just redraw and see what we can make happen. And again, if nothing else, what we can do is, you know, go and finish our day. In shelter and see if anything comes of that. So attic has the possibility of getting me, but I would need, if I wanted to do power hammer, I would need broken lever and the power pack, the battery pack. That's a lot to hope for, even with attic. The other thing that sucks is that if I were to get study is pointless. Like, without me being able to open the safe, I mean. If I would get study and then I would be able to use my gems for redrawing, I've got nowhere to draft with it. So study is no good. But I think I had to make this choice because I didn't have the steps. If I had drafted study down below, I wouldn't have the steps to do any more drafting. So we're stuck with this. I kind of feel like there's not enough hope that I would get what I need for a useful contraption here. And I don't know if it's going to be useful anyway. It's just something I want to try. So I might keep redrawing. Well, hang on. Would this be the perfect place for a tunnel? Because actually I probably always want to get beyond the back of the foundation, right? Whether I'm coming from below or above. Maybe it's tunnel time. It's tunnel time. I'm doing it. I'm putting it here. Oh, hey, tunnel. Whoa. So you're kind of... You're sort of like a little... Wow. Totally destroyed. You are sort of like a little... Got a dig spot? Nothing. Okay. You're sort of like a destroyed little dead-end room. We've got our little pictures there. Yeah, I mean, like, if there's ever going to be a place for a tunnel, I don't know. This makes sense to me. Okay, and then it just always goes through. But could there be something else to this room? Yeah, so I guess it will always be a drafting possibility here. I reckon as far as spots go, this usually is where I would usually like to continue going forward, because it's a risky to try drafting at the back of foundation. You've always got something blocking you here. I reckon that this is not bad as a placement. There's always the possibility that placing it somewhere else is like, yeah. Oh, sorry, another freaking tunnel? What? What? Huh? Can I make a large tunnel? What? Hang on. Hang on. Oh, man. This has thrown me. Is the idea that you can make a long tunnel and string these together all through the house? In which case, could you use it to like aim towards the antechamber? And use tunnel to get, like, would tunnel... Okay, this is crazy. But do I even want to put... Because if I put this here, it says always draw tunnel while drafting in this room. So that would mean, you know, I always draw tunnel while drafting in this room. Huh. Like, so that means I'm sort of limiting my drafting possibilities in this space. But is it worth it just to experiment? I guess if I'm building a tunnel and if I've picked it to go here, then maybe the next tunnel is different. I mean, there's nothing for me to do in gift shop. And I could redraw. I could still swing for treasure trove, but like this interesting prospect is here right in front of me. But then again, if I don't draw this here, I could probably come back on another day, draft my regular tunnel here from foundation and still make the choice to draft this. I guess the risk, it seems to me that the risk of doing too many tunnels all in one go is that you then have many spots in your house where tunnel essentially always, you know, becomes one of your drafting possibilities, which could be a real problem. I can't help it. I'm really curious. And also, I was like, what happens? Yeah, because it's going to butt up against garage here. So this is actually a very interesting experiment. Okay, so it's the same room. But, yeah, we cannot... I was always wondering about this. We cannot bust into another... We cannot bust into another, another room. Okay. So I'm always going to have the possibility to put a tunnel going straight north here. That's kind of interesting. Going under all obstacles, the tunnel pierces through walls and rooms alike. This crudely excavated passage looks to be the work of someone determined to get where they're going, regardless of whether the house's floor plan is accommodating or not. Interesting that it's a standard rarity. I really don't feel like it's been coming up like a standard rarity. So it's drafting a hallway and a hallway. Alright, very interesting learning experiment here. God knows like how that's affected my future decisions, but I don't know. I can see the plus side to having it here. Maybe there are also negatives, but it's what I've gone with. Because, you know, what was it? I don't know. Like, I don't actually know where else. Like, if there's a specific place to put it, I don't actually know where to put that. I don't know where to put that. So, I'm just double checking since I'm here. I've already looked at this on a previous video, but yeah, I think that this spot here is the one. This is the little monitor that's coming up on the note that Mary left saying delete it. And in fact, it has a red A on it, so I think A for archives. Given that this footage is specifically looking at this specific corner of archives, indeed, that particular drawer is visible there. So I could imagine that that drawer that we've already opened is in fact the thing that was captured. But otherwise, it's probably something in this corner, right? Or to do with the doors, but probably something in this corner. I've always thought, like, if we're ever going to be able to look at security footage, is it this? And if it is the connection to Sinker, how on earth would we get this going? I don't know. Because Randolph has cut off all of the external connections. But I have always wondered, why is there two of Nook? Why? Why is there two of Nook? There's two of Vault as well, I think, but I understand that. It's the Vault. Why is there two of Nook? I can't understand this. When we first walked into this room, Simon looked over at this. You know, Simon was conscious of the recording going on in this room. It's just interesting to revisit this. But I don't know what any of this could mean. Okay. Alright, so that's that. We've created two tunnels now. We've finally created a tunnel. I think I understand Mechanarium. I think I understand Mechanarium, and I think it's I feel like it's a hard task to make good with this. I think I'm going to need it at the end of a day where I have managed to draft Like, you know, maybe if the first one is a free door that we get from Mechanarium itself, I don't know. Or is the second door that opens in Mechanarium like a free door? Like when we draft it, even if only Mechanarium is drafted, do we always get one door in there? In which case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 other mechanical rooms I currently have would get me almost all of the way there, and I would still need one more, which, you know, could come from getting the experiment that allows us to draft more aquariums. That might be what I need to do. That might be what I need to do to make good on any of this. I wonder what would happen if I did the repellent on the tunnel here, because it says always draft tunnel, but the repellent would supposedly get rid of a room for a week. I've never used it. I've never felt the need to use it, to be honest, because everything has its advantages. And the thing is, when I find out new things about a room, what if I find out like, oh, there's a secret key in a particular room, and that's a room that I've gotten rid of for a week? I don't think I want that possibility. Huh. All right, so I think this has been an amazing day for learning more about. I could go into the antechamber, but and room 46, but I can't think of a reason why, to be honest. I think we just leave it. Oh, damn it. So I have to use all of these steps I've gotten going back through the house. Okay. All right. Because I want to end this day in shelter. That's the last thing I want to do. That's fine. We've already done that. I didn't get the car keys. Do you know what? Interestingly, in the security footage, it doesn't even look like this drawer is open, but I have this drawer open right now. Hang on, maybe it's not this corner. No, it must be. There's no other corner that looks like that. Yeah, no. It must be. Yeah, it must be that corner. It just doesn't look like this is open. This ladder is here, though. Like, could it be that the ladder is here because it was used? But we can't. I can't use this ladder. I can't use this. I found the key to this by accident. I've always wondered. There it is, in fact. I've always wondered, like, how would, like, what is the clue that otherwise leads you to that, you know? Nothing else really seems to do anything. I wouldn't expect it to. Yeah, I don't know. I have a strong suspicion. I have a strong suspicion that it's this, but yeah. What would the footage even really show you? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to sort of try or think about here. But I reckon that this is the one. I reckon this is the corner that has the sensitive footage in it. Okay, Mechanarium. You live to be closed and inaccessible another day. But I will get you. I will get you. Alright. So I haven't managed to get burning glass. I haven't managed to get power hammer. It's otherwise been a very instructive day. It's a very instructive day. I now know that experiments are far easier than I thought. The problem is needing to get the radiation open and to have all of the doors open, which is really cool. But I know that I need to retain remote terminal access to make it happen. So there's that. Look at all of these gems I have. I'm just going to go and have a look one more time. I got to have another look. I got to have another look at this sundial. Could it be that it's a different sundial? Like, there's loads of fountains everywhere. Not another sundial that I can recall. I was kind of weirded out by that log that's been chopped there. I wonder if Simon did that, you know, for his camp, for his fire. Like, what, like, nothing changes here throughout the day. You know, what else can I do here? Except something like this. If anything like this were going to work, it would be like 8 times, right? This is just like, this is again one of those moments where, you know, people are watching Simon from the mountain through binoculars or whatnot. And they're just like, oh boy, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. What on earth? Smudge pots, that's what they're called. Could it be, hang on, could it be that the smudge pots are involved? A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. The installation of the new system thankfully didn't extend beyond interior. Outside the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including the orchard smudge pots. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. The orchard's gas line. What I don't... Hang on. What is this? So we have a little diagram here. I understand, this is the gas line valve. Currently the gas, like... What does the label say when we go over to this? Nothing, just turn. So I understand this turns supposedly on or off the... see, now they're on. They are on. Does this make the difference? Does this scorch? Does this scorch the base? Can I, like, power you up or something? It doesn't seem to affect my access to the elevator, which is something. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's just a little bit of stuff here, right? Hang on. Let me have a look at another one. They're all the same, aren't they? Like, they're all the same. Could it be that if I turn off the other gas valves, I can power this up so that it's like really doing a lot of damage to this thing or something. Seems nuts. This seems, I don't know. The base. The base. I'm clicking everywhere on the base here. But it says turn. Turn scorched. Turn scorched. If I'm wrong about this scorched thing, which I absolutely could be. God. This is hilarious. How can I turn you? Okay, I guess I can do this experiment now, right? The smudge plots are on. Great. We have another, so we have one here, I believe. Yes. That turns those off. It doesn't seem to impact the elevator access as far as I can tell. Maybe it does, actually. Maybe if I go to try the elevator, it'll be off. But that's fine. We can just turn it back on. But the other gas lines need to be turned off in... Yeah, it doesn't seem to make any difference. It doesn't change the intensity here. Nothing is scorched. Nothing is scorched. What on earth? I mean, oh God, I'm getting like really, really nuts here. But I mean, the only thing it reminds me of, in addition, is my obsession with trying to, with these things having a similarity to the sacred circle. You know, like it has, except this one. You know, like the sacred circle has 8 things around it. It has numbers. Obviously important. It's a sequence, you know? Maybe... I mean, the sacred circle does have a lot of references to rotation. Which again makes me think, like, do I rotate around it? But that hasn't done anything. The actual picture of the sacred circle that we see in the classroom does have... It sort of illustrates over on the sort of the left-hand side in the upper section. So, you know, this section, if we were looking at it from this orientation, it does demonstrate more degree lines that are here, but that seems like a real leap. It's also the fact that the sort of like the little stones that appear in the sacred circle, they don't conform to the lines itself, so it doesn't really conform to this kind of shape. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I've come really far, but I'm just not... I'm not there. I might need to look over this problem a bit more. Maybe I'm just really, really wrong about this. I don't know. I don't know what else to try. I don't know what else to try. I think I'm going to have to leave that one there. Can't wait to get my my big blue tints or whatever it is at some point. Gate doesn't open from the successful experiments, and I understand why, because it's actually much easier to do these experiments than I thought, in a sense, in terms of the number of experiments you need to do. So we've actually used up most of that huge number of steps I got. Let's head back into shelter and let's just finish. I don't know. I could pop down into like the safe house again and the station, but I don't know what else I would expect to see there unless there's an item that appears down there, you know? I think really my best bet is to go down there with Power Hammer. And yeah, at least there are beds in this room, you know? So maybe this is what Clara is referring to. Let's sort of situate ourselves kind of on a bed and let's call it a day. Hey everyone, we're not calling it an episode though. There's going to be another episode coming up soon. Thank you, day 61. I learned a lot. That is going to be really helpful in future. Pretty full day. A pretty dang full day. 2 tunnels, figured out the whole experiment thing, and maybe have figured out the trick to Mechanarium. But it's tough. It's a tough beast. It's a tough beast, but I'm very determined to do it. So, we've come through a lot today. We're once again ending our day in a different outer room. So getting close to the outer room, call it a day experiments, actually. I think it's kind of just a tomb from now might be the only other one to do, except that I'm also keen to experiment with this blessing and see if actually what that means is you can draw a room the next day in the mansion or in the West Path in the outer room. And the other thing I've got to do is actually try ending my day in bunk room and then getting tomb the next day. So there's a lot of sleep experiments to be done. And that's not even including sleeping in break room. So yeah, anyway, amazing day. Thank you as always for coming on this journey with me. I feel like I've come far, but have many questions still. I will keep puzzling away at this. Please continue to join me on this journey. We are getting there. Yeah, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Guys, it's been a pretty wild run lately. I can't believe like the progress of sort of the last few days, the last however many, you know, more episodes for you guys, because some of these days are definitely on the long side and will be split up into multiple episodes. But nevertheless, the world of this game has expanded so much over the last few days. It's astonishing. So here we are to try and keep that up, but it's pretty incredible. So nothing that I can see stepwise has changed from ending the day in the shelter. Noted. I have many days here where I'm making notes about this that have crosses next to them. So that's kind of cool. Well, I mean, you know, like it's fine. What I mean is we're progressing. We're progressing with my experimentation of things over there. A brand new day on the estate. Let's just take a moment to breathe this in, because actually, like, I you know, we always come in here, we get straight into the game. It's just nice to be here, isn't it? Just nice to take a moment to admire my lovely estate. My lovely estate. Here. It's very pretty. It's very nice. It's very lovely. I guess let's just go and start our day out in out over here. I just paused for a second because I was thinking about In terms of the next outer room that I sort of want to experiment with in regards to whether there's any meaning in the sleep diary about it, I think the only one, well, I think there's 2 left, and that's, let me just double check. I think there's 2 left, and that is Tool Shed, which I'm not holding my hopes up for, but then again, maybe it is. Maybe Clara has something to say about laying down in that tiny space in the tool shed and sleeping there. Strangely to me, it was not hovel. It was not shelter, the 2 rooms with beds. It was not shrine, it was not trading post. It was not root cellar. If you know, it might be none of these things. My experiment with the meaning of you know, that last page in the sleep diary might be just totally off. So I might get nothing from this, but at least I will have tried them all. So tomb is still left. Actually, schoolhouse, maybe I haven't tried. I haven't got it in my notes here. I'm just trying to think, have I forgotten that I tried it? Schoolhouse could be another one, but definitely tool shed as well. So I think it's those 3 to try. Now, tomb in particular, I want to get it for other reasons, like just to kind of explore more down there. But I do think that I need to do tomb in particular after having spent the night in bunk room, because I think you know, like that's how I'm interpreting the thing that's in the sleep diary, that Clara went to sleep in the bunk room, didn't have a great night's sleep, but thought about Simon. The next day in tomb, there was a flower on his grave. I'm wondering if that's even the plain grave that's sort of, you know, unmarked. I don't know. It's something I want to try. But of course, one of the other things I really, really, really want to try is to get this is to get the classroom exam. So I think I'm going to do schoolhouse for, oh, hang on. If it's possible. I haven't even, yeah, anyway, schoolhouse is an aim, if it's even an option today. So let's first see. It is! Turns out it is. I could go tool shed, but I'm gonna try this again. I really, little dig spot. I really want to be able to take this exam. I'm very, very curious. I wonder if I should turn all of these off. Oh, it's missing. It is missing. Oh, we should definitely not turn this off then. Ah, that was the other thing I was curious about. Okay. I mean, it's fine. So at the end of the last episode, I was experimenting with this gas to see if I could like do something to like make the smudge pots. I don't know, to make the smudge pots. It scorch the sundial. So I turned the 2 that are like always accessible off, but that has actually made the elevator disappear. So I will actually definitely not turn that one off, because I think turning them all off is not going to do anything. Like I would have to then turn that off and then on another day get hovel, turn that one off. I don't think it's going to do anything. I don't know. It's not really where I want to place my bets at this moment. So I think I'm going to leave that. I'm still going to experiment with taking like a torch or burning glass over there to see if I can literally scorch the sundial. I don't. I went over it again and I just don't know how to. It seems to me to be turn scorched sundial base, and so I don't know what to do with that yet, except now try to take a burning implement over there, and maybe it does involve the smudge pot, because maybe if you, I mean, it's not as if smudge pots are emitting gas, they're emitting heat, they are heaters, but nevertheless, if I take something that creates a flame over to them, can I maybe explode one of them, and will that then like smash or scorch the, like explode the sundial? I don't know. Okay, but anyway, let's turn our... So, a few things are of interest, of course. Making power hammer to take down to safe house. Making torch or getting torch to take over to sundial. What else? Getting many mechanical rooms, and then being able to get Mechanarium to try and open all of the 8 doors in there, which probably relies on an experiment as well. To be able to get extra aquariums, or to get the chamber, the mirror, the chamber of mirrors, to be able to get double rooms. Yeah. Whew. Okay. And this classroom thing for sure. So let's see what we can make happen. It might be, I mean, obviously I want workshop. Let's do workshop, because then workshop will be right next to entrance hall if I need it. Let's do that. Great. And we get our battery pack. Fantastic. On our way to power hammer. Perhaps power hammer. E is another letter into my like hundreds and hundreds of workshop letters that I have. And it's conservatory, right? At the beginning of the day. That's wonderful. I didn't need any redraws or anything. I mean, these are all good. This is a great one to get at the beginning of the day in a very dead-endable position, to be honest. But I passed up conservatory yesterday. I can't do it again. You know, there's always the possibility that conservatory will be very, very, very useful. Sometimes it's only a little useful. Interesting. Oh, okay. Huh. Storeroom. I wonder if I've even had storeroom here before. So rotunda is rare. Rotunda's pretty good. You know, like it's a weird, but it's effectively a 4 exit room. So I don't think I want it to be rare. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's obviously something that can be a bit tricky, but I've mostly had a good experience with it. I wonder if I should even make it standard. It does have a big drafting cost though. I'm going to go unusual for now. Storeroom is commonplace. Storeroom is a good room. Like, you know, it's a nice little dead end room to get. A key, a couple of gems. Like sometimes, especially at the beginning of the day, that's really useful. I don't know if I want to make it unusual. Kennel is standard. I can't get rid of the dogs. And kennel's not a bad room. And there are possibly still mysteries to be had in kennel as well. So I don't think I want to change this one either. So I think I'm happy with that, actually. A lot of the time I really am leaving things more or less as they are in conservatory, unfortunately. But I think making rotunda a bit more common is something I'm happy with. I have less and less of a gem issue, you know, a lot of the time, just as I sort of get a bit better at things. So, yeah. No, I'm happy with that. We might as well go up from here. I mean, I could even... I could get bedroom closet out of the way. Not going to do bedroom. I'm going to keep trying to get this on a treasure map. Yeah, I think that we might as well put a dead end on this spot and get some items. Great. Thank you, closet. I feel like I can just about just reach into closet and grab the items without stepping in there. Okay. Well, let's keep going on rank 1 while we're here. Aha, classroom. Well, we've got a freezer. We've got to take it. Classroom. It's my one single gem though, which does suck. But, I mean, I can at the very least go down into sort of the underpass area to get another gem. before drafting more. So there's that. Let's see if we get like parlor or something from here. Oh, another well, hang on, I can't. Oh, dang, I can't draft it though. Oh no, I've done. You know what? It's been a little while since I've done zero gem drafting. Really, I haven't been doing a lot of it lately because I've been pretty good with gems. So I sort of forgot how much trouble I can get myself into here. In that case, I'm just thinking like, yeah, it's let's do some redrawing. I actually really would like to have one of those bedrooms, but I don't want anything that's going to go in that direction, so these two are not ideal. Could I go library here? Would I be able to draft anything interesting from library even? I may get a gem in library, not really that likely though. Or I could use 2 more free redraws. I think I'll take a bet. I could use this to get gems. Maybe actually, it's just that leaves me with only... It leaves me with only one not great exit. You know, with storeroom blocking one side of it from entrance hall. Which, yeah, is really not great. Really not great. I've got one more redraw possibility, or I could just go hallway. It seems very risky to risk another redraw. I might just go hallway just for the exit. Okay, now from here, since we're right next to entrance hall anyway, let's just go down. Let's just go down and get this free gem that I have waiting for me. Open north lever, why not? Like, we're using a few steps, but like if I don't get gemmed up, I'm not going to have much going on in my day anyway. So let's just do this. It won't take too long, and it means, you know, it means we're done. It means we're done with the north lever if that's going to be relevant for today. Oh, hello, Pixelini. My little fluffy pixie here sniffing around. Probably looking for some extra treats. We spread them around the house when we give him treats, so he has to sort of, you know, look for them. And, you know, he kind of has an extra little look throughout the day because he doesn't always find them all. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we'll just, we'll do this for now. North lever. I think given that I'm going to be prioritizing classrooms, it's probably not a day where I can hope to get this Mechanarium thing going. Especially since I feel like, I might be wrong, like my best guess is that it's going to require being able to get a particular kind of experiment or being able to get the Chamber of Mirrors, which quite frankly doesn't come up very often. So I think it just seems to be like a lot of difficult conditions to make that happen. But the inner sanctum key is not the, like, and that's my guess. Like, I'm guessing that the, oh, that's right, I need to do this first. I'm guessing that the inner sanctum key will be in there after we open the 8th door. But I don't know. It could be one of the other ideas I've had about that. But I'm interested in what some of the other things will have behind them, because, you know, presumably kind of like Chamber of Mirrors, there's going to be those 4 diagonal bits on the there's going to be the 4 diagonal sort of panels that will open in Mechanarium, and you know, what will the, like, if the 8th door has an inner sanctum key behind it, has the final inner sanctum key behind it, what will the other 3 have behind them? It would be very, I would definitely guess one of the found rooms. Oops, not W, not way, May. This is the only one, I think, that makes me do this every time. Like, even Apple Orchard doesn't make me do that each time. All of the other safes, you know, like they open up automatically. This one, no, each time. But at least it's quick and easy, you know. It's fine. Like, I'm not bothered by it. It's just noticing it, you know, noticing that it acts different to the other things. All right, I have a gem. It's better than no gem. 1 gem is in, you know, like 0 gem is the one that really sucks. 1 gem is, you know, way better than 0 gem. Yeah, Mechanarium is going to be really difficult. And it might even be that one of the best shots at opening up all 8 doors in the Mechanarium is being able to, I was just checking my items, is starting the day with shelter, because then you can go straight into remote. You can start the day basically with experiments. I don't know which just might help. See, this is also not Sundial. Does the secret garden have a sundial as well? Surely it's that one out there. Everything tells me that that's the sundial in question. But yeah, does secret garden have a sundial? I don't know. Okay, I don't know if I should try from here, which is a trickier spot to draft from with only 1 gem. Let's give it a go. Well, obviously classroom would be a good one to do for getting towards our, you know, 9 classrooms that we need to get. But but now I'm really attracted to getting as many mechanical rooms as I can. And also the exits here is also really good. There is that too. But I mean, effectively they work out to be the same. And each one costs 1 gem. And neither one is likely to give me a gem in return. So I guess let's just do classroom. Okay, classroom 2. There's my apple. Thank you. At least we'll be able to redraw a lot from here, which will be useful. Okay, parlor definitely, because we need the gems. All right, absolutely parlor. Great. Cool. Okay. Nice. This is not a spot with the Mount Holly symbol in the freaking fireplace. I don't mean any insult. I love this puzzle. I'm totally wonderfully tantalized by this puzzle because I know that one day I'm going to understand this. You know, I know that I will one day. So I really, really look forward to it. A box next to this box displays a false statement. So you mean, Does that mean this is automatically false then? Because this has no statement on it. It displays nothing, in fact. So this could be automatically false, which would mean this one is automatically true. A box next to this box contains the gems. Surely. But let me just consider, if this one is false, then the gems would have to be in here, and this would have to be true, But I think it's not. I think it has to be that this is false, because I think this is not a statement. This is false, meaning this one has to be true, meaning the gems are in here. God, I hope so, because I really need these gems. I can't do anything today without them. Phew! Okay. On the face of it, that one seemed quite simple, but you never know. You never know. All right, let's keep going from here, I guess. Oh, crap. That would take 2 of my gems, but it would be really good position. A really good position. Yeah, let's do it. It's... Damn it. There go my gems. Back down to 1. Let's hope that these are not all locked doors. And let's try this one, because if we can, again, if we can put a dead end room here, it's a good spot for it. Ah, not bedroom though. Well, I don't want furnace in particular. There is still freezer room mysteries for me, but the thing is I don't really know what to do there. So maybe dark room, actually. Maybe we put dark room here and we just make do with what comes of this. And if I am able to turn the lights on in here, there could be, like, I'm looking across the room, item, because normally the item would like be here in this spot, right? Let's see if we can race towards it. Ah. It might appear only after the light comes on, right? It might just be like that. Okay, let's try from here. Obviously, I'm going to pick something that doesn't take a gem. This could be a classroom, is the thing, but I'm not going to waste a gem without knowing. So let's just do this. Oh, there we go. It was really trying to give me the library. Okay, well, that's going to open up into the same spot as our other passageway anyway. I wonder if I should keep ordering. I don't know. I kind of somehow just like the idea of having a new clue here. Because it's still of interest to me. I have it all. I have everything saved in my phone, so it's fine. But, you know, just sort of feels nice to, like, keep getting things out, right? I don't know. I don't know what else to do with this, so why not? Why not? Okay. Well, yeah, that's fine. It does the same thing as being able to access this from the passageway anyway. There's good old Rotunda being more common, but I can't get you. Dang. Well, I guess we have to do the classroom, but it's going to take my last gem. I guess we've just got to try and move forward. Okay. We get a little item, though. That's nice. I get a little apple. But I could really do with, I don't know, some more gems. Some more gems. This is going to be a hard day, isn't it? You can feel it. You can feel it. I've only got 1 key, so I'm reluctant to use it here. It would be taking a real bet to use it. Okay. It would be taking a real bet to use that 1 single key in, dang. I can't do that anyway. So it's corridor or den. I guess it's den to get the gem, right? Yep. Yeah, I think using my 1 single key on a trunk is just a real risk. Okay. All right. Yikes. Oh, why are you facing that way? Why? Why do you have to do that, classroom? I feel like actually it might be better to get storeroom here. We'll get a key, 2 gems, you know, and then we can draft from hallway or classroom. I think it might just be the most sensible thing. You're making this one hard for me. Day 62. All right. So from here, I guess it makes more sense to just kind of keep going up from classroom, right? I think so. Or I could go back down to hallway, unlock the trunk maybe. I think I might do that. Or at the very least do the drafting from there. I know it's using up precious steps, but at the moment everything is precious. Everything is precious. Okay, not missing anything on the desks though. Let's try doing this before we open the trunk. Okay, at least it doesn't take a... Great, at least it doesn't take... I think it has to be West Wing Hall. But then the great thing is, yeah, like I could... Yeah, it has to be West Wing Hall. Okay. But then I can draft something, even a dead end room in the corner there. So let's use this key. Let's just cross our fingers and hope. Oh, okay, redraw is good. That's very helpful. If I can get like a nook here or something. Ah, well, all right. Break room, typically good for keys. And could be good for all kinds of keys, including key card. Classroom, obviously, but it's sort of wasting the redraw capacity of the classroom. That's the only issue. But then again, maybe that's fine. I don't know. Let's go break room. Let's go break room. I think I want to take this this key issue seriously. Okay, little queen. Thank you. Okay, all right. My good friend billiard room. You are such a useful room. You're so useful. Okay, so we are not +9. Okay, +9, 9, we're squaring 9, we get 81, so that's 18. Okay. Ooh. This is that same one I had before, I think. I wish I could just remember. I think it's 10. No, it's not. Okay, hang on. 18. Was it 4, actually? It freaking was. I just remember that one. It came up recently. I wish I could do all of them like that. Just learn them off by heart. So, 2... The thing I keep forgetting is whether I do these individually. Okay, so +2, round it to 0, 0, and then square it, which is just 0. +10, it's already 10, and then square it, which is 100. And then divide by 10, which is 10. Divide by 5, which is 2. 1, 1. Oh, great. Yes! Yes! Keycard is truly the best thing to get out of this room because, you know, then we know we can go up to foundation if need be. That is such a relief. That is such a relief. Hey, I nearly missed this. Salt shaker, thank you. Given that I'm already down to 30 steps, I may need it. Okay, well, Nook would be wonderful for the keys. Dormitory would be wonderful for the steps, and kitchen would also be wonderful for the steps. These are actually all good options. It's just, it's again just taking a punt on something. It's just guessing which is going to be the most useful in the immediate. None of them will let me go forward, but that's okay because I can go straight to foundation. I can draft from classroom. I can go straight up to foundation. I'm thinking of Nook. Yep. I actually think solving the key issue might, because yeah, I think Nook is just a really good option for getting keys. Okay, I feel better with that. So from here, let's zoom all the way back down, and I just have to make a decision. Will I go back from here up to classroom? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or shall I go straight up to foundation? I kind of think foundation because I think we got the key card now, which will help with security doors. I got a couple of keys, which will help, you know, if we, oops, not that way. If we get more locked doors, but I will, I may have a you know, it'll be easier to get dining room. That's what I'm kind of hoping for. And then the step problem will be, will be good. Will be alleviated. Okay. God, I love keycard. I love keycard. I love keycard, and I love that I have this upgraded break room now because it's going to give me like regular access to keycard without even needing to do the billiard room. Being able to go straight up to foundation, you know, like, and my foundation up on rank 8 is just such a blessing. It's so excellent. Cool. Well, maybe we, I don't have shovel yet. Let's, hey, and then we get this. Okay. It might be good for me to choose, this is really tough. This is tough because the redraw, like the armory will have a torch for me that I can get straight away. The armory has other stuff that's good as well. That's the other thing I keep forgetting about armory. Like the shield is really excellent and that sort of thing. I just also really love the ability to redraw. So yeah, it's really between these two for me. Especially on a day when I'm trying to get many of a kind of room. The redraws are really great, but it's only in the corners. I think I'm going to go armory because then I can hopefully definitely get torch, you know? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Well, classroom just makes the most sense here. So that'll be 1, 2, 3. This is our geography. Yay, my favorite. It's one of my two favorites, really. Oh, nice, and we get an extra step from Apple. I think I've forgotten to mention as well, one of the other things I'm really interested in understanding is what Jai means. Because Mora, you know, Earth, I assume that Jai is also an Eurasian word. I don't know if I've said this, I can't show you with the magnifying glass, but the tree that's over the side here that has these two kind of towers on the side of it, the thing that they look the closest to for me is actually the spires on Castle Arindia. But yeah, I don't know if that's what they are, but that's kind of what I've thought about that. I still do not know what these steps going up the mountain might mean. Like, you know, we've got the 5 Carrarica, you know, kind of sigils there, or cores, or whatever we call them. We seem to have stops that are leading up to that. So it could be these are the mountains of Carrarica. It almost to me looks like it's leading from a viaduct, like a rail corridor, you know? So could it have something to do with our metro stops instead? I don't know. I don't know. So many things I don't know, but I wonder about. What does the eye in the middle of the north circle there mean? It's like a little information eye. Why is there an Omelas child at the top of this one? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. So I guess we might as well keep going this way. This is not the Golden Hands classroom yet. Oh well, I guess we've just got to use keys, don't we? Maybe attic? Oh, I can't do it anyway. Dang it. I've got 7 redraws here. Okay, Great Hall. What would Great Hall do for me? It would let me get into the antechamber if I'm able to unlock all of these doors. Which is mainly useful, as far as I know, for getting the crown at the moment. With my current knowledge, the crown would just sort of help me do some occasional redraws, mainly. Get gems as well, I think, but yeah, mainly for the redraws. Dormitory helps with steps. I think redraw. We've got quite a lot here. Ooh, armory. I mean, I could just... I guess I could just get this straight away and then try it. That would be a guaranteed thing I can try today, is trying the torch. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do armory. It's a sort of a guaranteed win. Okay, so... Hang on, what? What is this? I didn't know that things here changed. The axe. You may use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove the gem cost from one room. 32 coins? I mean, that's freaking worth it. What? I guess I mainly got this room to get the torch, and it's not, it looks like it's not here, but holy hell. Hang on. Wow, what an interesting mechanic. You can use it in the room directory. Hang on. Yes, I want to purchase this. Yes, I do. Okay. I need to... hang on. So there's definitely no torch here. Oh, man. Okay. All right. I didn't realize that, but that's amazing. Actually, that makes the armory so much more interesting. So we should definitely get this as well, because this will mean I don't need keys for trunks, and we get more stars, which I always love. And this is what, 8? To ignore the negative effects of any one red room once per day. I think it's worth it. I don't know. I'm sort of mourning my money a little bit because I might, I might get kitchen or something like that, but they all sound really, really useful. Okay. What room? Dang. I can't even easily see the gem cost from here, but just let me have, let me think from my experience, my emotions here. What room do I have trouble with the cost of? Attic is definitely one. 3 gems to get, 8 items. I would love to get rid of. Attic is actually a real contender. The 1 gem rooms are not a big deal for me. Obviously, I'm not going to do that for a 1 gem room. It did cross my mind, like, could I do this for a classroom? Imagine getting rid of the cost of trophy room so that you just straight up get 8 gems in this room. I mean, that's also a strong contender just for how good that would be. But what else is there? I'm not... Unfortunately, I'm not gonna... Like, I would get Rumpus Room again just to see Elzara, but Elzara's apparently not going to talk to me anymore, so that sucks. I could, like, vault? I think it's been a good while since I've actually really had any issue with getting vault. And I haven't really drafted it all that much lately either, since, you know, I have quite a lot of money now. Okay, what else have we got? Like, I could get rid of the cost of a really common room like this so that, you know, I only get a gem from drawing room, I don't lose one. But it doesn't stop me from drafting it, which is the thing. You know what? Yeah, I don't think I'll do it on a 1 gem room, honestly. I don't think any of these are a huge problem. Master bedroom. Master bedroom doesn't come up very often, even though it's standard 2 gem cost. But I don't think I've had a huge amount of issue with it. Foyer has a 2 gem cost, but again, it doesn't come up very often. Foyer to what? I'm still really thinking on that one. The green rooms sometimes have a bit of a harsh cost, like Cloister. Cloister's such a good room, except for the 3 gem cost. So that is actually another contender. Yeah, veranda 2. Be nice to get rid of that. It's no surprise that showroom is 2. Like, getting rid of a gem cost for something like kitchen that I get like all the time, you know, that's quite nice. But again, I don't want to use this for a 1 gem room. No, okay. What have we got here? No, not outer rooms. Found. If I click away from found floor plans, it automatically goes to outer rooms. Treasure trove, yeah. Throne room. Throne room's expensive. But I don't yet know why I would like to draft it all of the time, if you get me. It's not... Yeah, at the moment I don't know what I'm sort of doing with it. Okay. So I think my main contenders at this point are... And then, oh yeah, I didn't even think about red rooms actually. Which, you know, I tend to avoid anyway. Looks like none of these even have a gem cost. No, none of them have a gem cost. Interesting. I hadn't really noticed that. So, Cloister is a contender. Passageway, yeah, is also a bit annoying with its cost. Because again, it's a very, very, very good room to draft, especially if it's free. Otherwise, I think... Trophy room could be really good. I think I'm going to do attic, to be honest. Yeah, I think my first, like, we can get this again, obviously, in future. I think I'm going to do it for attic. So, you may use the axe in the room directory to permanently remove the gem cost from one room. How do I use it, though? Like, I can... I can see the axe down there. Oh, there we go. So, sort of left trigger. Would you like to permanently axe this floor plan's gem cost? Yes. Ooh, so good. Attic is going to be so much easier to get now. And it means if there are gems in attic, they're just gems that you get. So good. So good. Clues from a long forgotten past. But what clues? Like, what to do with the clues? Okay, pretty dang good. So we've also got the Morning Star and the Night Shield. All right. I thought I would get the torch from that, but that's a permanent change. Like, come on, just pick one of these up, Simon. Just pick it up. That's a permanent change. That's excellent. Okay, another locked door. I'm just feeling nervous about using so many of these keys. But then again, my steps are bad, so let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go. If we have a difficult day, you know, that doesn't go very far, I've at least made a very, very good permanent change. So... I guess I'm thinking commissary, to be honest, because it might have like gems and keys for sale or even other things that I think I need to try and build up before just barging into more classrooms. I don't have much money though, but hopefully we can get some. So I could buy a gem. I don't need the sledgehammer, thankfully. But so there's gems for sale if we can acquire money. Okay, good to keep in mind. All right, let's move on. Steps are getting down is just what I'm thinking. Steps are getting down. I don't have shovel, and commissary doesn't have shovel, so I don't know how useful that would be. Dormitory would be useful for steps. And I guess each of the classrooms counts as a drafting room, right? So this might actually be a really good one to improve my steps. I might do dormitory. Because if I can't... Nice. Okay, we got a key. That's good. Cool. Yeah, so that's at least a bit better. Each time you enter dormitory after drafting a... Okay. Yep, so we kind of get the natural bedroom steps from it. And now more after drafting like more classrooms, we should be able to kind of pop back in here to get more. That said, I have to walk a fair bit to get back here. That's the thing that sucks. But I don't know. It's at least given us a little boost for now. A little boost might make all the difference. Okay, so let's go here because we can go straight in here with no key use. Okay. This would be great if I had loads of gems. Don't. This would be good for more steps, but it's otherwise, yeah, no good. So like, I need this for the exits, really. Yeah, and at least what we can do is, you know, we can access the terminal. Oh, so good, orange. Thank you, or clementine. I'm still wondering if maybe that's not called an orange. I don't know. Okay, so at the very least we can make, there's absolutely nothing around the place, so let's have no hope for that. We can set our security level too high. We can offline mode to unlocked, confirm. We can go back. We can then log into network. I was just thinking, like, is it useful to try to go for the unlock all doors thing? But I think without shelter, yeah. Like, I could make this shelter and then hope I draft lab at some point. I just think it's a little convoluted. So I think it's just more useful to just draft lab and use the experiments for the experiments. That said, I could draft office and get money spread throughout the estate and, you know, use that to, like, buy some more gems. I mean, that is also a possibility. Because I got 0 gems and money could change that for me. I'm just thinking about this. Problem is it would be spread, like a lot of the money would be spread over here. Yeah, lab is probably going to end up being more useful. I don't know. This one, it's just a real throw of the die. I think let's just do lab. Let's do lab. Let's do lab. Lab's been good to us. Yes, thanks. Experiment set up. Okay, when you draft a hallway from another hallway, next time you open a locked trunk, when you draft a red room, I think it's gonna have to be the trunk one maybe this time. Oh hey, it's the one I wanted. Add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Gain 3 gold for each red room in your house, or spread dirt on the driveway. Dang. This would be great if I thought I had a chance today at Mechanarium. I might just do this. I don't know, these two. I'm just gonna do it. We'll see how it all pans out. Probably not hugely useful today, but whatever. Thank you, security. Okay. So, we've got possible access to antechamber for all that that's worth. Let's just try from here. Trophy room. Oh, dang it. Okay, so I would have to use bedroom here. I would have to use bedroom here to go forward because I got no gems. It's a pity. This would give me, if I had chosen trophy room just before, right now, I would have 8 gems. It's fine. It's going to pay off when we get attic, you know, the next however many times anyway, so. I could do a redraw here. I suppose at least bedroom will give me steps. And it may give me a gem. So whatever, let's do it. We'll you know, we'll give up on the treasure map thing today. Absolutely nothing. No trunk, no gem, no item, just a couple of steps. All right, that's fine. Okay, and that is a locked door. So that one is a locked door. I've only got 2 keys. Maybe let's try going this way from foundation. This is getting difficult. This is getting difficult. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Please give me security doors. Okay. So, drawing. Oh no! None of them let me move forward. None of them let me move forward, and I couldn't get drawing room anyway. Boudoir will give me a gem, but, you know, only one. Give me a couple of redraws. I would then have to go from bedroom or, you know, the classroom down the other half of the house. I think it's just worth a redraw here. Yeah. I have to go spare green room, I think. And we just cross our fingers for gem. Spare green room, come on. I brought you into being. Please. Please, it's not going well. That's my last key. Do I want to use my last key here? I guess let's just see what happens. Okay, so could get keys from this, most likely, some kind of key. Gem plus redraws from this. Can't do that. Could redraw, but maybe gem plus redraw. Maybe I think I might go boudoir, and we'll get steps from this as well, so that's something. Okay, 1 gem is so much better than 0 gems, so I guess. Oh, come on. No, is there a secret key somewhere? Come on. Oh, this could be another failed classroom day. It's not going great. Okay, yep. I just went and double checked, and I think that's the end of the day, because the classroom down the bottom half is a locked door. There's no keys for sale in the commissary. This boudoir has a locked door, and the bedroom has a locked door. So that's that. I can't believe I can't believe it. It's another day where I've been undone by keys, even though I have key card. I have key card. I did my best. We were kind of hanging on there with gems, but we have made a permanent change to today, so that's great. I've also discovered a whole new item, which is actually game changing. It's an item that allows really incredibly useful permanent changes. So what's the last thing that we can do that's useful to our day here? It is where we end our day. So I'm curious to make, to try out something with this blessing of the monk, but also I still need to try ending the day in the schoolhouse and see if anything happens there. But at the same time, if I end the day in the break room, I'll begin tomorrow with the key card, which is, huge. So it's just, it's just kind of making a decision about which one of these I want to try. Oh, man. It was shaky there. It was shaky. I don't know. Just one of those days where the decisions just don't work out. So I'm going to head back down. I think for me it's really between ending the day in the schoolhouse or the break room. We know what will happen with break room, but doing schoolhouse is still about me trying my outer room sleep experiments and just crossing that off the list. So there's that too. Clara does have an association with the schoolhouse, so there's that. Yeah. Break room. Start tomorrow with a key card. I think I'm just gonna go schoolhouse. I'm just gonna keep going with my experiments here. When they're we're nearly done. We're nearly done with them, you know. Let's try. Thank you, Schoolhouse. Once again, you tried. You tried. It didn't work out for me, but we tried. Okay. We will call it a day. And I'm not necessarily expecting anything from this because it hasn't happened with the other outer rooms. Prosaic Campus. I can't remember if I've seen this one before. Classrooms and library. Interesting. I know we've had the combo of classrooms and library before, but I don't know if it had that title. All right, it's just one of them days. I had to go. I'm really trying to take this exam. But I'm a good student. I'm going to keep trying. That's what you got to do. Just keep trying until you get there. So we'll do that. So thank you so much for watching today. It was another day where I was undone by keys, but now we have a gem cost free attic to look forward to for every day now in the future. So that's wonderful. And I'm now going to be far more enthusiastic to get Armory so that I can try and get that and do it with all of these other rooms. Trophy room might be the next one. All right, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.